Hey everybody, I'm Donnie Kwok, GM of Complex. First of all, thank you for visiting ComplexLand and joining us for this discussion. My two guests and I share history together, which is why I'm so excited for this opportunity to reunite. Way back in 2013, while working here, I sent blind, unsolicited emails to each of these gentlemen with the idea of doing a podcast together. Back then, the brand was brand new. That podcast turned into a YouTube show the following year. ... You guys know the rest. The brand is Brolic. Today, this duo star in a Showtime series. They have their own signature Timberlands. They're doing anime voices. And they recently became New York Times best-selling authors, making their triumphant return to Complex once again. Desus and Mero.
Right.
Hey, what up, Complex? Donnie the God.
We back. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my God.
Donnie. Good to reunite with you. We got the band back together.
Oh, this is kind of surreal, to be honest, to be sitting in front of you in this fancy studio when way back in the day, 2013, when we first were together, even before the video, we were in like a fashion closet with two mics. I don't want to dwell too long on the past, but let me just ask first. When that email came and you saw Complex Podcast, what were your thoughts?
My first thing was like, what the hell is a podcast? And I was just like, no, I kind of knew what it was, but I was just like, you know what? Let's give it a shot. Like, what's the worst that could happen here? You know, and then you see what happened. It was one of those things where I knew it was a game changer, but I didn't realize on what level. I thought it was just going to be like maybe a little extra pocket money or something, but listen, life changing.
I saw it, and I don't know if you remember, but it was just like a lot of back and forth.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I was just like, yo, like I'm just trying to suss everything out and make sure, because I'm a Bronx dude. You know what I'm saying? Like hustler background. I'm like, yo, you trying to scam me?
Yeah.
Is this a scam? But then when I realized what it really was, you know what I'm saying? I was just like, oh, I'm with it. You know what I mean? Like, and shout out to you for being like, yo, this, I see something here. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
And we were off to the races, bro. Like, it just worked from jump.
It would feel like we were in there for 5 minutes, and you'd be like, yo, you recorded for an hour, and we'd be like, what? No way. And then the funniest part is, like, after we leave Complex, we take the train back to the Bronx, so the whole time we're still interacting, and we'd be on like the 4 train, and people sitting down in front of us are like, wow, you guys should have like a podcast, because we were doing the same jokes and just continuing it.
But that's funny because the one thing I remember saying the most to you when we were doing the video show, actually, and the podcast, save it for the show.
Yes.
Save it for the show.
We to this day, we always say that. We always say that, and we always deliver it in your same cadence. And like, if you don't know where it's from, like people on the Showtime set know, because like we'll get in there, we'll start wilding before it starts, and then like you'll hear Victor just be like, "Save it, guys, save it," and then we're just like, "Yes, Donnie, the wisdom of Donnie."
Just Matt Cobb,
for the show.
Matt Farrell flow. Yo, save for the show, guys.
We've been talking about 2014. Let's go in the Wayback Machine and just take a quick look.
The opinions expressed do not necessarily reflect the opinions of Complex Media.
That's Donnie, by the way. Yo, we're back.
That
This is
beat.
episode 10.
How do we get to 10 episodes? What is going on in this country that this podcast / video show is allowed to do 10 episodes?
10.
This is not good. This is not helping children. It's not helping the economy. But yet here we are.
Wow.
I'm like, yo, we've come a long way, ladies and gentlemen.
Damn, we was
See?
out there with the Henny,
Wow.
the Henny on the desk,
Yeah.
no hat, Jesus.
Drinking it. You know what I'm saying?
My own shirt from home. I think you can see a gravy stain
Yeah.
on it. Yeah, man.
I'm also glad that the cameras weren't like super duper HD, because you would see all the pilling on the hood of the hoodie. Because that shit was my uniform.
Man.
You used to wear a lot of Burrow.
All the time with the Newport box on the front. Shout out to my borough guys. You know what I'm saying? Montreal.
Oh man. I remember I used to always stop at 34th Street and just buy a new shirt for every episode of Desus and Mero, because my thing was, it wasn't, you see how on like the Showtime show I always wear a new pair of sneakers. On Desus and Mero I made sure to never repeat the same shirt.
Right.
So if you go through it, you'll know, because I remember one kid in the mentions was like, you repeated the shirt, and I was like, I did not. Come on, we have standards here. Relax yourself.
Desus is so rich now, it's like I'm not repeating the same ear pods anymore. And shit. Like
It's ridiculous.
The last thing I wanted to mention from the past was when we were transitioning from audio to video, Mero's infamous tweet, where people didn't quite know what Desus looked like yet.
Yes.
I can't remember even the story, Mero. Who is this dude?
Like you said, nobody knew what Desus looked like, but I knew that the podcast was picking up steam and we were rolling downhill, and a lot of people were messing with it. So I was just like, yo, I was like, I got into some mischief shit, and this was in Baltimore, where I was like covering like, the underground rap scene or whatever. And this dude was like, yo, I'm a huge fan of the podcast. I love you and Desus, yo. I was like, I just want to get a photo. And I was just like, I bet, let's do it. Like, whatever. Like, so we took the picture, and then I was just like, boom, Desus and Mero in the flesh. Because everybody was just like, what does Desus look like? Who's Desus?
It was a mystery.
Really with a ski mask? And they got picked up by Gawker when Gawker was a thing. Like, it was bananas, fam. I was like, yo, I felt like a whole ass publicist.
Everybody was like, they don't know what Desus looked like. If my identity was maybe 2 Twitter searches away. Like, my friends would constantly post pictures of me and tag me in it. But everyone on Twitter, because I did try to keep a low profile because of my job, I didn't want, because I was like tweeting about my job, and if they saw those tweets, I would have been put in jail, like not fired. They would have had me executed. So it was like just staying low and laying low. And when that happened, what was funny was you could see there were people who were waiting for my downfall. Yep. There were people who were like, I knew from day one that was a white guy pretending to be black. But we have no gatekeepers in Black Twitter. Wow, you let this guy say the N-word. You guys hang with this guy.
Mero, how dare you? Yo, how dare you allow him to use the N-word on the podcast? Yo, you can't let him say that in your and I was just like, yo, fam. It's a joke. Like, I'm trolling.
I'm like, also, you could hear this voice coming out of that guy. Like, that part?
You know what I'm saying?
All right, now let's get into the show. As you know, at Complex, we cover music, sneakers, style, pop culture, and sports. So I went over all these channels and picked out stories, not doom and gloom stories, but viral stories. And we'll go over them one by one. First up, to the NBA. Fans make petition for Kyle Kuzma not to receive a ring if Lakers win the NBA Finals. I'll start with you, Mero, since you won a ring, right? Jared Dudley, your twin brother, at least?
Hey,
shout out to Mero.
You know the
did
vibes.
it. You did it. Finally.
Started at Complex.
There you go.
Do you think everybody that's on a championship winning team merits a ring?
I think so, because a lot of people try to slay me, on my acquisition of the ring. And they say, yo, Jared Dudley, you literally scored 0 points.
Literally zero.
Literally zero. But that's not what basketball is about. Basketball is about, like, relationships and, like, managing egos and stuff like that. And a dude like Jared Dudley does you good in the locker room because he's a vet. You know what I'm saying? If there's a young dude that's frustrated or whatever, you could kind of take him under the wing. So, like, I feel like everybody plays a role. You know what I'm saying? And they use that word all the time in NBA rosters. Like, yo, he's a role player. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you play your role to a T.
Wow, that was a hella serious. That was a Bill Simmons ass answer. What do you think?
What?
You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
Bring an ass motherfucker over here. What's going on over here?
Hey, yo, no. And you know why, though? He also deserves a ring because he said, yo, I don't give a fuck if you put Jesus in front of me. I'm going off. I'm shooting.
Kuzma did. Yeah.
Kuz did that. And so I respect that energy.
They made a petition, but guess what? Your petitions aren't changing nothing. When I give my dog a treat, my cat comes running because my cat is like, nah, you giving out treats. And I'm like, yo, you didn't do it. And the cat's like, nah, you giving out treats. I get a treat. Everyone knew that when you sign up for the NBA, no matter what role you do, you get in a ring. In y'all face. What could y'all do about it? Y'all made a little petition. He got his ring. That makes it even, now he knows he has haters. So now he has to rock that ring unnecessarily. He has to be like Rudy Giuliani, rocking that Yankee ring to press conferences. Just wear it all the time. Just get people sick with it.
And if he doesn't get traded, he's gonna stay on the team and mess around and win more.
Yeah, that's right.
So he's gonna be running around with like multiple rings. Like, you mad? Yeah, I dyed my hair Demolition Man color. You mad?
Yeah.
Like, can't beat that.
All right, shout out to you, Kuzma. Please don't be mad at us anymore. This was a big story for us on Style. People went nuts. There was a viral video that came out of somebody wearing a custom Yankees fitted with no brim.
Hold on, let me go around. Let me go around. What's that?
Wow.
Whoa, Yankee with no brim.
This must have been what it was like the first time Thomas Edison like made lights. People was like, yo, because listen, The amount of swag it takes to pull off a brimless Yankee fitted, only a New Yorker could do, and he's killing it. Yo,
Yeah.
new era, we need these hats. We need these hats. And also, like, if you make it a little smaller, then like my Jewish people could wear it, right?
You could shrink it and make it crochet into a kufi, and
There
you
you
know what I'm
go.
saying, serve that community. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And you can shrink it even more, make it maybe throw a little suede on there, and use it as a yarmulke and serve that community. You know what I'm saying? So boom. You know what I mean? Bodega Boys, we've grown. We all inclusive now. You know what I'm saying? We're trying to bring everybody into the mix. So, you know what I mean?
Also, everyone knows, out of all fan bases, the most egregious fashion comes from Yankee fans. You have seen Yankee hats that exist in colors and materials that
Bedazzled?
should never meet. Bedazzled. You see stuff with
All that.
crystals. You see tie dye. You
with the
see
ear flaps?
bootcut
The
jeans,
joints
the
with
ear flaps.
The Elmer Fudd joint?
I own all of these. So if anyone would pull off these, it's Yankee fans.
Did you ever have the red, like, papoose leather over your ears?
Come on,
Yes,
had that.
yes.
Had the
Fair.
at one point I had to go through my leathers to match the colors. To everyone's like, why do they make a neon green Yankee fitted in leather? I'm like, cuz bro, sneakers. Gotta
Because-
match, bro. Gotta match.
I feel like I see the next Bodega Boys collabo is a brimless new
Yeah,
era Bodega
Brimless,
Boys.
yeah.
Let's get it.
All right, let's move on to pop culture. 2020 featured a lot of unexpected twists, but nobody could have expected OnlyFans to go mainstream with A-listers like Cardi B joining the platform. This interview did hella numbers for us. It says modern day Renaissance woman Jordan Woods joins OnlyFans.
I thought OnlyFans was for like adult film, you know, sex workers or whatever. Like that was like their domain. And then like the pandemic hit and everybody was just like, nah, we taking this.
I don't like it, man. I don't like it. As an official Sushio boy, you know what? OnlyFans served a purpose. It was a way for people. Maybe you had more niche content, you know. But you knew the money was
Exactly.
going directly to the worker, to the person performing, and that's why it was set up there. Now it feels like the difference between going to see like an independent artist in like Williamsburg back in the day versus like buying it from Ticketmaster now. And now you got the big processor fee. You don't even know what they're gonna get. And then also it's just like, the people you were helping before, you see them on Twitter, they was like, yo, this is helping pay my rent. This is helping to do this. So you was like, yo, I'm helping. Jordan Woods don't need no help. Cardi B got like 5 Birkins. If anything, give me some money for free.
Where's your OnlyFans then?
I'm working on it, bro. I'm working on it. It's going to be some sexy but tasteful nude content where I unbox sneakers.
saying?
I don't know who wants to see that, but, you know.
My OF is gonna be for only flaccid. You know what I'm saying? Because I know a lot of
Yeah.
people. You know what I mean? They're like, yo,
Yeah, bro.
boners. You gotta
Yeah.
get tired of boners all the time. You know what I'm saying? You want to see some
Smart.
flaccid joint? Holla at your
That's
boy.
smart,
OF,
bro.
only
Yeah,
flaccid.
bro. Bro, check out his elephant ear. Yeah, bro.
You know what I mean? You feel me? Shit looking like a windsock.
Yeah. Hey, bro, turn that
my
fan
God.
on. Yeah. Yeah.
Only flaccid. I don't even know what to say to that. All right, let's keep it moving to music. Takashi 6ix9ine came out, and his return to the music scene. You know, he broke the record on IG Live, released a song, eventually released an album, and then the shit went kaput. What happened to 6ix9ine?
It's a fast burning accelerant, dog. Like he came in the game like, yo, I'm gonna troll. I have a plan to troll, and there's no longevity in that, bro. There's no longevity in shock. You know what I mean? Like, and fronting. Like, I feel like the part of the reason that we've been around for so long is because we're us. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not gonna get nothing else but us. You know what I'm saying? No matter what channel you turn on. Maybe on The View, I might not be like, hey, I fuck. You know what I mean? I'll be getting my dick sucked, whatever. But like, you know, you tailor your, you know, your language to your audience or whatever. But at the end of the day, it's Desus and it's Mero.
He lost his edge. Like, I remember when his music came out, it felt scary and dangerous. Like, yo, I'm listening to this. I'm in a gang. Like, I'm shooting guns. And then after the trial, you found out about the snitching, and he's on the run, and he's walking around with mad bodyguards and stuff. That music don't hit the same.
Yeah.
The music is not, that whole element of fear is like, now you listen to it, and people are like, yo, you listening to a snitch? Or if anything, you just like, yo, he's just like a little kid. He was, at one point, he said he's like a scared little kid. The music it ain't scary anymore. And then he can't be in the video pointing guns because you can't even do that. You on probation. Stop it.
We can't deny that those first songs were hitting though.
They hit.
Yeah,
they hit.
If Desus and Mero, all of a sudden you guys became his manager, setting the next move for his career, like what do you think is his next?
Boom. Got you. Post Malone, what's his name, Justin Timberlake move. We're going acoustic with the very soft acoustic guitar. He's singing about his life, about being locked up, coming back. People gonna love it. We're gonna sell it in Starbucks. Boom. All right. People listen. A redemption story,
Yeah.
and then we get Hoser. We get Hoser on some of the choruses, doing like the hook with like a choir, selling out. It's #1 on Spotify.
He got to do that, or he got to just switch genres entirely.
K-pop?
Yeah, like K-pop or you know what I'm saying? You just got to learn some dance moves and shit. You know what I mean? And you'll be all right.
This is sad. You know what he got to do? Dancing with the Stars.
Ooh, that would be lit.
Yeah.
6ix9ine on Dancing with the Stars. You get the youth watching.
He's either gonna do that or he's gonna be on The Masked Singer.
He'd be like, Blicky out.
He's gonna lose in the first round. They're gonna be like, yo, that's 6ix9ine. Fuck you mean?
Oh.
He just keeps saying blicky, blicky, blicky.
All right, let's move on to the last one. You guys are obviously sneakerheads, and this Berlin-based collector named Hikmet Sugoer went on Instagram with the Chunky Dunky, a shoe that now goes for like $1,500 on StockX, and put literal Ben & Jerry's ice cream in the shoe and ate out of it, obviously not giving a fuck.
If I was Desus from Desus versus Mero days, I'd be livid. I'd be cursing right now. I'd be calling him all types of N-words. I would just be a mess because I didn't have any sneakers. And if you don't have any sneakers and say you tried to use a sneaker app to try to get that,
Took
and then
the
you
L.
see now it's not just he has the sneaker. Now he's rubbing it in your face. He's like, I have the sneaker and it doesn't mean anything to me. I could trash it because guess what? I could get another one or I got money. You're sick. So I completely get why sneakerheads get mad about it. Like even like a piece of me is still upset about this. Like I'm like you're doing a lot, my guy. Like you know, you gotta do that. Come on, man. Come on, don't do that, bro.
I respect this more than like the reseller shit. You feel me? Like, and this dude is like, if you do the homework, like this dude is an OG in the sneaker game. Like he started like in the 90s. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like some like bozo 15-year-old with rich hedge fund parents. You know what I mean? That got 88 bots going, and he's just like ha 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 with like a stack of them flaming in the back. You know what I mean? Like this dude actually is a part of the culture. So I feel like there's two schools of thought on sneakers. Just like, yo, am I gonna wear these or am I gonna collect these? Right. If you're a collector, I can see why you're mad. If you're a person that just like likes aesthetics and like shit like that, like that's more my lane. You know what I'm saying? Like,
well, I think he almost did it kind of as like a statement. Also, what you're saying, Mero, basically saying like the resale game is crazy. It's not that serious. These are my sneakers. I'll do whatever I want with them.
On the other hand, 1,500. So you know, like let's you know, it's one thing to respect the game. It's another thing to not be stupid. And if you see money on the table, like remember they are sneakers.
Now we're going on to brackets. We made special brackets for Desus and Mero because they're special people to determine the best song of 2020. We made a seeded bracket. It will go choice by choice. So #1 seed here, WAP. Cardi B, Megan Thee Stallion versus your boy RMR. I know you guys like that yeehaw shit.
That's
with
the
Rascal.
homie. That's the homie. But you know what? You got to give it to WAP. You got to give it. Cause WAP. We haven't even. I don't think most of us have actually experienced hearing WAP out in like a club.
Yeah.
So we don't. Like fam, we don't even know its true power. So it's shot right now.
What about the Ben Shapiro version?
Wet ass P word. Make that pullout game weak.
That's the best. That's only. Listen. I don't want to hear any other version. It got to be Ben.
All right, moving on. We got Life is Good, Drake and Future versus Blinding Lights by The Weeknd. You guys know Blinding Lights.
Yeah.
To me, I'm going to go with Life is Good just because of the beat switch up from Drake's section to Future's section. And that little like, I got red bottoms on, man. Life is good. Yeah. Then the beat drops, and it's like $100,000 for the cheapest ring on a little thing, little bitch. I was like, woo! I roll all the windows down, open the sunroof, and put the shit on blast when that shit comes on.
I gotta go with Blinding Lights. It's too weird. It's been everywhere. You hear it in like TikTok stuff. You hear it. It comes on a lot in like the Peloton and shit. To the point where you hear it in commercials, and I didn't even know what the song was. I just kept singing a little tune, and then once I put it together, and I was like, "Yo, this song is everywhere."
Damn, we got a disagreement here.
This Weeknd guy.
We're gonna need a final answer from the duo.
A final answer? Blinding Lights.
It goes.
All right.
It goes.
Hey.
That shit goes. You can't front on that shit. It goes.
Boom, we got Drake again. Laugh Now, Cry Later versus Sweetie with Tap In.
This
Damn,
is
that's tough.
this is a tough one because I love the video for Laugh Now and Cry Later. A lot of heavy Nike placement.
Great video.
Odell Beckham, you know. But
Yeah.
Drewski, shout out Drewski.
that tapping is something serious. It's a hard song. It has people moving. I might have to go with Tap In.
Yeah. I mean, to me, it just I go with Tap In just off the strength of like that's blow the whistle, dog. That's
Yeah.
like blow the whistle 2020. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
and that goes like I don't care where you are. If you throw that on, it's going on.
Wow, I think Drake's out of the bracket completely now.
But he's like LeBron. Like it's
Yeah, he
like,
doesn't
you know
need
how
another
LeBron's
ring?
like, yo, I deserve
he's
every
fine.
MVP from like 2008 until now. But y'all could go get your little things.
All right, we got here Running by 21 Savage. And then RIP, of course, Pop Smoke with Christopher Walken.
Oh wow, this is supposed to be his year, and he didn't get a chance to rock. So, also when you hear that song, it's like that song has also been like the song of like protests and everything. Everywhere you go,
It
you
was
hear
amazing,
it, and as soon as
yeah.
you hear it, you gotta stop. You start doing the Woo dance. Like, so, rest in peace, Pop.
Rest in peace, Pop Smoke. All right, now other side of the bracket, we got Rockstar, DaBaby featuring Roddy Ricch versus BTS, Mero's favorite group, with Dynamite.
Hell.
Rockstar by DaBaby and Rowdy Rich was a hard one. Hard one. You got the hook stuck in your head, like, you know, everywhere you
Yeah.
go. But I want No Smoke with the BTS Army. All right, I like my mentions. I do not. Listen, I stand. I'm giving this to BTS. I might be wrong. I'll die on that hill. I want No Smoke with the BTS Army.
That's an upset. That's
Listen,
an
I'm
upset.
gonna tell you right now. I can't tell you, I can't hum it off the top of my dome, but I know that Dynamite is a banger. You know what I'm saying? Because the shit came all the way from Korea over here, and it's killing it.
Just like me.
You know what I'm saying? Exactly. So anytime you get something that's coming from a far away land and lands here and does numbers, you know that shit is hard.
That's a great point. All right, moving on now. We Paid, which is Little Baby featuring 42 Doug, versus What's Poppin'. It's our first Caucasian person in this bracket, Jack Harlow.
I already said it once before. I'm gonna say it again twice. I judge the book by its cover with Jack Harlow. Jack Harlow, if you're watching this, I apologize. You know what I'm saying? I slept on you because you had the little curly Jew fro. You know what I'm saying? And I
Yes.
thought you were just like another goofy, like I'm a joke rapper kind of dude.
But he's not.
But this motherfucker got bars.
Not.
You know what I'm saying?
Super
so,
bars.
This song is so hot.
Super
it's just like
bars.
it's just like even the little beat, just like the doo 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 doo, it stays in your head, and then he's flowing, he's spitting.
remix.
It's a hard song.
Yeah.
The remix, it's a catchy song. You can play it. You know, it's one of those songs we're gonna start hearing in commercials and stuff like that.
Oh,
Sorry, Little Baby, you gotta go. What's poppin' is poppin'.
All right, we got the Savage remix, Megan Thee Stallion and Beyonce versus Whole Lotta Choppers by Sada Baby.
The windows down, sunroof open, Mero is going with a whole lot of choppers. But like, you know, I'm like regular time Mero is going with the Savage remix. Like
I mean, if you don't want to go against Army, you don't want to go against Beehive, so.
Or
Exactly.
Megan's people. The sad thing is, if this was up against any other song, Whole Lot of Choppers definitely would have won. Cause that is when the energy in that song, you're just like, yo, you got the little dance and everything. It's tearing apart TikTok. People were doing little TikToks to it, but come on, Savage remix. How many times did we see people doing the Savage? I think Joe Biden did it. Like everybody was doing it this
No.
year.
Joe
You gotta
Biden didn't do
You
the
gotta
Savage.
give it to
Did
Megan
he?
Thee Stallion and Beyonce.
All right, final matchup, first round. We got Bad Bunny, Yo Pero Sola. Sorry, I butchered that, Mero. Yo Pero.
That's how like I read it.
Yo Pero Sola
That's me, in
versus
that's me in the bodega pointing to something. Yo, Pero Sola, Papi.
Yo
The
Pero Sola
The Sola. Come on, man.
versus Go Crazy, which was Young Thug and Chris Brown.
Yeah. This is another thing. Like like BTS vibes, right? Like so when something is so big overseas and it comes to the stateside and blows up and charts like the way Bad Bunny charted, it like globally is bigger. You know what I'm saying? I feel like Go Crazy hit harder here. You know what I'm saying? But like globally, Bad Bunny's just like killing the game right now.
Go Crazy was hard. Go Crazy had like little Chris Brown dancing and singing on it. But listen, I only know one Bad Bunny song. And you know what? It might not be this one because Mero plays Bad Bunny. So I might know 13 Bad Bunny songs. They all sound the same to me, but they're all fire. So if this is one of those, it's got to go to Bad Bunny.
All right, the logic is consistent here. All right, so we're moving on now. Next round, we got WAP, or as Jesus says, WAP, versus Blinding
Rap.
Lights.
WAP came in and shook the table.
It
Blinding
did.
Lights came in and charted and did numbers.
There you go.
But WAP came in and did numbers and was shaking the table like, yeah. We talking about our vaginas, y'all. You know what I'm saying? We don't care. Say something. I dare you.
Tap In versus Christopher Walken. Sweetie versus Pop Smoke.
Pop is like Big L, dog. He can't take an L. He can't lose.
And plus, Tap
Yeah.
In is Blow the Whistle, even though it's a great song.
Yeah, true.
All right, boom.
Gotta keep riding for Pop.
We got BTS
Ooh, wow.
versus Jack Harlow. What a weird bracket. This is like in March Madness when two schools like go through that you don't expect.
Yeah,
So,
it's like
wow.
Davidson versus Butler and shit. Like,
Yeah. You know what? I'm feeling like if Tap In didn't make it, I don't know if Dynamite is gonna make it. Like, I feel like What's Poppin' might have enough inertia to get through this round. Jack Harlow has, he has a high gym IQ. First one in, first one out. So I think he might win this one.
it's fair. Jack Harlow. We love Jack Harlow.
Woo!
And now, finally, Savage Remix
Ooh.
versus Mero, can you help me again?
Yo perreo sola.
Yo Pero Sola.
Joe Perro Sola. Joe Perro.
This is a good matchup, actually.
This is a
Yeah.
good matchup. Miro, what say you?
Damn,
You think Bad Bunny? You think Bad Bunny can pull it off?
Yeah. I mean, damn. Like the Beyonce factor is strong, dog.
Yeah, that's what I think pushes it over the top.
That's a good point.
The Beyonce factor, dog.
All right, we got our final four now. Semifinals, we got WAP versus Walken. Christopher Walken.
Oh,
Ooh, that's a good one.
It should go to Christopher Walken. It should. But
should.
WAP is too wet, too gushy, too strong,
Yeah.
too all over the place.
Yeah.
All right?
Yo, when you hear it, it hits that dingly thing in the back of your throat when you hear it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And then, there's all the thigh muscle and titty meats in the video. It gotta go forward. Come on.
Yeah.
The other semifinal is Jack Harlow all the way to the semifinals against Megan Thee Stallion and Beyonce. What's Poppin' versus Savage?
Yeah. I think Beyonce and Megan are running away.
Yeah. Beyonce about to have a 60-point game in this round. Yep. Sorry, Jack.
Yeah.
Wow, we're looking at a final here. Megan's in both sides of the bracket.
Wow.
It's WAP versus Savage Remix.
Oof.
Wow. This is a
Damn.
hard question. Damn.
This is impossible.
Can me and Mero get some time to deliberate?
Yeah, deliberate.
I think it's WAP because Megan's in both of them. And,
Yeah. All right, so we go with WAP. Okay, the count of three, Knicks. Okay. 1, 2, 3, go Knicks.
All right.
Knicks, go.
All right. After deliberating with my fellow juror, we find WAP guilty. No, that's not how it works. I think we're selecting WAP.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes!
WAP, Song of the
Yes,
Year
Song of the Year.
2020.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And listen, like we were saying, like it shook the table culturally. It started a lot of conversations.
It touched
And
the
then it
dangly
charted.
thing in the back of your throat, all of that.
It's a dingling thing in the back of your throat.
It gave people a new word to abuse. There are people out there right now using the phrase WAP, and you never want to hear it. You want your grandma talk about, I got this WAP. No, you don't want that.
Chill. I was about to say something. What problematic? He knows where I'm going.
I know you was about to say something from Desus versus Mero. Yeah, bro.
Those days are over. That was the warm-up. We got an even bigger bracket for you guys. Of course, who better to choose? Best rapper from the Bronx. We did it since 1990, so shout out Kool Herc, Grandmaster Flash, Melly Mel, Kaz, etc. So let's go. Big Pun versus, as a 16 seed, we have 9. What you want? 9.
God, I'm a huge 9 fan. I love 9. Why would y'all do this? Heartbreak. I wish 9 would be the Cinderella story, but he's not beating UConn. Sorry, Big Pun is here. You got to give it to Pun. Come on.
Yeah, come on.
Rest in peace, Pun.
All right, this is like new versus old. We got A Boogie versus Lord Finesse.
Yeah. Damn.
I want to go with Lord Finesse, but you know what? If I want to go with Lord Finesse, that means everyone wants to go with A Boogie. So I know how it works because I'm watched. I'm watched.
So you're gonna go with the wash pick or the youth pick?
I'm gonna go with the youth.
Yeah. You know why? You know what puts me over the edge? That song So Cold with Max B. So I don't feel as like it's a union of washed and young flow.
That's a good
You know
reason.
what I'm saying? So I was like,
So it's A Boogie then.
I'll go with that.
A Boogie.
But in my heart, you know I'm with you, Lord Finesse. You
Yeah,
know what I'm saying?
DITC
The fuck
forever.
You know it.
You know what I'm saying? DITC forever.
All right, another rest in peace. We have Cardi B and Fred the Godson.
Damn.
guy.
Oh man, but
Damn, bro.
Cardi, come on, man. Cardi's unstoppable.
Killing the game,
Cardi,
man. Cardi's killing the
Cardi's
game.
unstoppable.
And I know, and yo,
Damn.
listen, Fred's my guy. You know what I'm saying? And I know if he was still here, he'd be like, yo, you gotta go with Cardi.
Rest in peace, Fred. Camp Low versus Fat Joe, Joey Crack.
Oh
Ooh.
man.
Oh, wow.
Oh, Camp Low, very slept on. Very slept
Very
on.
slept on. Very
But-
good lyrics. You know, Jay-Z was taking beats from them, but I gotta go with Joey
Yeah.
Kuzak. Crack,
Yeah.
because he's still out here, like
If it
still
wasn't
releasing
for-
stuff.
longevity, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Put together the Terror
Yeah.
Squad, which gave us, you know, a Bronx anthem, Lean Back, you know what I'm saying? If there's no Fat Joe, is there Big Pun?
Yeah, true indeed. All right, so KRS-One, Knowledge Reigns Supreme versus Tim Dog of Fuck Compton fame. Also, rest in peace.
Hip hop, rip, hip hop, real hip hop. Wow, yeah. Listen, Tim Dog's Fuck Compton. That was a hard track until I actually went to LA and I was like, wow, it's very lovely here. I don't know why you were so angry, but you know, look, come on, KRS-One, KRS Ichiban, my guy right there. Gotta give it to KRS.
Yo, you know what I mean? No, Trace Supreme over nearly everybody. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like, come on.
Clap your hands,
And
everybody.
he's literally like, this motherfucker, he's hip hop.
He
Like, you
is.
talking about like 5 pillars and shit. Like, he got songs about graffiti. He got songs about breakdancing. Like,
He's all the elements. Peter Gunn's Lord Tariq versus Remy Ma.
Wow, the Bronx corner, the Bronx
yeah.
competition. Wow.
Damn.
Well, first of all,
it's
Peter
Fat Joe
Guns
like
and Lord
Bill
Tariq.
Belichick?
It is.
Fat-
He
Peter
is
Guns
kind of
and
like
Lord
Bill
Tariq
Belichick.
basically- Peter Guns and Lord Tariq basically gave the Bronx an anthem. That anytime anything Bronx related, we're gonna hear it. So on that they get the plus. But then Remy Ma got joints. Remy Ma got come on, man.
Come on.
Wow.
Her verse, she got head in the whip in the video to Lean Back.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying?
That is true. She's conceited.
Okay.
She got a reason.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Whatever.
I gotta give it to Remy.
All right, so old versus new again. Slick Rick versus Lil TJ.
Oh, okay.
Mm.
Yeah. This is super old and super new because Slick Rick used to be my neighbor. That's how old this is. Like, wow. This is going way
For
back.
real.
You know, Slick Rick got classic songs, Children's Story, all that stuff. But Lil TJ is out there causing mayhem in the game. I see him on Instagram causing, fighting people. I like that Bronx energy. I like that. I like that. It's very avoid the bookings ish. So I might have to rock with Lil TJ. You know what I mean?
Ooh, okay.
I wanted to say Lil TJ also, but like the Slick Rick is like, it's almost like how we started it, and you were like saying like when it started in the 90s. Like Slick Rick is almost on that cusp.
You're right. First album was in the 80s.
Yeah, you're so legendary that like,
That's
you know
fair.
what I mean? Like,
That's fair. Let's choose Lil TJ, the children of the future.
Oh,
either way.
this is not fair. This is not fair.
We got Cool Keith
Don't do this
versus
to us.
Frenchie, French Montana.
Yo, so this is the thing. Cool Keith, pioneer. French Montana, very like our era, like when we were like, you know, pre-complex.
Yep,
That was
yep,
the
yep.
soundtrack. That was the soundtrack. Macaroni
Said
and
Cool
cheese.
Keith got joints. He was doing that abstract stuff before a lot of people were doing it. But listen, we all remember when La Marina was open and those French Montana songs came on, and you got the hookah in your hand. French Montana has made you do ignorant stuff with drinks in your hand and maybe not go to work or maybe buy a shirt or a chain you know you can't afford just to wear it to the club. Gotta give it to French. He's a nuisance.
He pulled up to La Marina in a yacht.
On a yacht. Oh, ooh.
All right, now next round, Big Pun versus A Boogie with the hoodie.
Ooh.
Okay.
Ooh.
Mm.
Again, my
Man,
heart
this
wants
is
to go with Big Pun, but
Yeah. A Boogie. And
Man.
also another thing is too, like, Big Pun has like the kind of like the Big L Biggie effect where it's like,
Not in a
what
lot
could
of
have
songs.
happened?
Yeah.
Yeah, not
what
enough
could have
music.
happened? What could have been?
Boogie. Also,
A Boogie still out
also-
here, Deucing.
And also, I've never been next to a person in a bar and a Big Pun song came on and they got misty-eyed. I was sitting next to a girl at a bar and an A Boogie song came on and she said this song is mad romantical, and it was look back at it. So I'm gonna have to give this to A Boogie with the hoodie.
Yo, shout out to A Boogie for real.
An upset. A Boogie is moving on. All right, next we got, it looks like Cardi B and Fat Joe. Wow, that's a powerhouse matchup.
That's a powerhouse.
Ooh.
Listen. Shout out to Terror Squad. Shout out to Fat Joe's old restaurant on City Island. But Cardi got this. Listen, Cardi has had the same career trajectory as we had. Like we was at one time we was all in the streets together. So her brand is strong like our brand. So you got to go to Cardi.
Fat Joe walks so Cardi could run.
Other side here we have KRS-One versus Remy. I don't know why that makes me laugh, but that's kind of a funny matchup.
That is a funny matchup. You know what? Remy might be taking this because Remy's on like TV shows now, and she was going at Nicki that time, and she's hungry. She's out here.
She got Bronx energy. She got real big Bronx energy.
Next we got Lil TJ versus French.
My thing is like, Lil TJ is going to become French Montana, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Does. He's on his way.
He's on his way. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like bangers, that energy. You know what I'm saying? Like that vibe. Like, yo, I'm from the Bronx.
And French is still dropping. He's still dropping joints. So he's still out here making tracks with people.
This will be the biggest upset of all time if French loses this round.
It would. It definitely would.
Low-key, I feel like French got it by a nose. Like if this was a horse race, they'd be coming around the corner and they'd be like, it's French Montana by a nose.
French Montana by a nose.
Yes. Shout out to Lil TJ, but that was a close one.
Final four: A Boogie, Cardi B.
Oh shit! Flybridge versus Cardi B. Listen, you can't beat Cardi B.
Cardi's
shooting 10 for 10. Like she's not missing right now.
Yeah, bro, she's doing Pepsi commercials. You got a Super Bowl commercial, B.
Yeah, she just dropped the sneakers, sold out. Let's go. Let's go. All right, Remy versus French.
This is a good one.
This is a song I will enjoy. This is a good one. This is a good one. Shout out to Remy, got the beautiful baby. Shout out to her husband, Papoose, a very hip-hop family. But French, the other thing about French drops a lot of songs. A lot of songs. Like, you just be minding your business and you hear a French Montana track. And he does stuff that ends up in, like Fortnite and other things, Call of Duty. So,
And you know what I like about French? French does that weird. It's almost like Cameron-like, where he'll take like a sample, like, and him and Harry Fraud together is like peanut butter and jelly.
Yeah, got the Harry Fraud.
Like the Sanctuary, like when he'll sample like Florence and the Machine and shit like that, and I'm just like, dog, like what?
You know what? I'm gonna go with French strictly because he took the Kardashians to City Island in the Bronx, so that puts it over the top.
And all he had Chloe on Third Ave at night, and he was wearing chancletas and olas. Like, that was wild. I was like, that will never happen again in the history of the Kardashian family.
French Montana versus Cardi B for the best rapper from the Bronx since 1990.
Listen, I want to go with French. But listen, Cardi is no slouch. Cardi has been doing her thing. Cardi has sneakers. Cardi got a brand. Cardi's so powerful, she's gotten divorced twice this year. She's still married. So she knows anything is possible through Cardi. So I gotta give it to Cardi.
She's a juggernaut. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And if there's one thing you know about women from the Bronx, they are unstoppable.
That is true.
You cannot stop a Bronx woman when she wants what she wants, dog. I'm gonna let you know that right now.
Give her her accolades. Give her roses right now. We're proud of you, Cardi. You worked hard to be at where you're at.
Keep doing your thing.
Be at Forte. You know the vibe.
Cardi B's the Desus and Mero of rap.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
All right, Desus and Mero, thank you so much for joining me. This has been a little surreal, but I've been so happy just to see you guys. Love you guys so much.
Oh, love you, Donnie.
Love you too, bro.
Continue to succeed and thrive. It's just like an amazing feeling just to know that I was a part of the journey in some way. I'm really happy.
Thank you. Thanks for that email, Johnny.
Yeah.
Yo, it's the God. You know what I'm saying? Like,
God.
If you would have hit me up and been like, "Hey, would you be interested in doing some shit?" and I would have been like, "Nah." This probably would have never happened.
Just to recap, Desus and Mero, your book, Knowledge Darts, Life Lessons from the Bronx, is available now. It's actually a really fun book to read about drugs, relationships, parenting, a lot of life lessons in there that you need.
All that.
You got a Timberland collabo, the beef and broccolis, the composition, constructions, crazy. Look at that. That is amazing. That was like, that was a moment.
Listen, as I was saying to Mero, I was like, it's one thing to be a New York Times best-selling author. That doesn't get you respect in the hood. A Timberland? Now you can skip the line at the bodega. So
For real. That's a fact.
We're giving away a pair of the Desus Timberlands and the Mero Timberland. Is that the official name, the Desus Tims and the Mero Tims?
yeah, the Bodega Boys, Tim's.
Check out Complex Instagram, the Beef and Brox, the Mero's holding, the composition, Desus Tims. We're giving those out, so keep an eye on Complex socials. Season 3 of Desus and Mero on Showtime coming back 2021. Anything to plug or what we can expect?
Just more of the same.
Ooh,
just the brand expanding. Just more.
Yeah.
More illustrious
the
guests.
brand on Balco.
The
Yes.
brand is on Balco. On that, we'll end. Thank you guys again. See you soon.
Thank you, Complex. Thank you, Donnie. We love you, man.
Complex.
You're
Yo,
BX all day.
BX forever, you know what I'm saying?